Thousands of children attend schools that are among the worst in the country. While students in higher income towns have easy access to guidance counselors, school psychologists, personal laptops, and up to date textbooks, those in high poverty areas do not. Such districts tend to have more students in need of extra help, and yet there are fewer tutors, psychologists, and lower paid teachers, more old facilities, and bigger class sizes than the wealthier districts. Students in low income areas are forced to get jobs at younger ages to help support their family. Many students that go to schools in low income areas have parents that did not attend college. Students in these impoverished areas also have significantly lower reading levels than students that are not. Furthermore, there's a higher rate of 504 students in poor communities, as well as high exposure to crime, violence, and drugs. In every society that has ever existed, there have been some sort of class system that divides people into groups based on the wealth they have, their race, or some other label. In today's society, people like to think there isn't any separation and everyone is treated equally, but that just isn't true. Even in today's world, people are mistreated all over the world. Even here in America, people are maltreated based on their class. Schools and education show this the most clearly. People in low income areas are not going to get the same level of education as those who are in more wealthy areas. Inner city schools and schools in the slums do not have as good of teachers, technology, and benefits as other schools in high class areas. In these low class areas, the schools are more are mostly made up of minorities, single parent homes, and overall lower standard of living than those that we are used to. The most significant issue with these low income areas is that education is not the best and is severely downplaying. It's not the school's fault entirely, though. A lot of kids in poor areas do not recognize the value of education as they should. Kids in these areas often have parents that did not finish college or never even went to college. Growing up in a privileged area, it is significantly more likely that both parents would have gone to college. They would communicate to their kids how important college is. Someone growing up in a privileged area would be thinking about going to college as early as middle school, whereas growing up in a poor neighborhood, college is typically not talked about that much in the home because parents did not go. It is also highly likely there is not enough money in the household to even consider college. So, with nothing to aim for, and the parents not pushing the importance of education, it is understandably hard for the kids from these areas to truly value education the way they should. Students in low income areas are forced to get jobs at a much younger age than those in privileged areas. When one's family is struggling to pay bills, it is easy for a young adult to pick up a job and help out the family. The problem with this is the job may get demanding and demand more hours than is possible to work while being in school. Often students will have to drop out to keep their job and keep helping out the family. So sometimes a part-time job can lead to a full-time job, and these kids are left without a high school education. Even part-time jobs can make it difficult to engage in school fully. Working long night shifts and getting up for school in the morning can be very difficult. Waking up before a school shift provides to be even more challenging. When it's between getting a job and helping one's family, the majority of the kids in these deprived areas are forced to get a job. In poor communities, crime, drug, and violence rates are much higher than when compared to suburbs or upper class living areas. With all these illegal activities going on, it is easy for kids with nothing to do to get caught up in the action. Kids see drug dealers driving around in nice cars and getting nice things, and they think they want that life. They see the fast money that they can get and the things that could come compared to what they have, and it's an easy choice. Being in a gang or selling drugs is an easy way to get put in jail or even prison. If someone from these poor areas gets sent to jail, they are going to miss out on most of their schooling and probably not go back to finish when they get out.